Hi there, we're back again, this time with a video about my approach over the language, my teaching method, and my methodology as an English teacher. My name is Claudia Gonzalez. That being said, let's get started. I first describe myself as an extroverted and practical English teacher who likes to challenge my students in and out of the classroom. Also, I am a visual person, hence I describe my teaching style as visual as well. In addition, my goal as a teacher is teaching authentic communication based on my students' lifestyle and needs. This connects perfectly to what my approach of the language is. I consider language as a living entity that changes in response to changes in society, that also follows sociolinguistic and grammatical rules that allow communication with a purpose among speakers. Going over the type of language I teach, I would say is based on a student-student interaction in and out of the classroom. I know my classes are very interactive because of the role of my teaching materials. In every class, I normally design my own teaching worksheets or teaching materials because I really love to make my students interact in each other in the classroom using the language, but also understand that every material we use in the class is used with the idea of identifying a communication purpose. That being said, the teaching method that best fits according to the role I develop in my English classes is the communicative language teaching. According to Richards J. 2006, communicative language teaching sets as its goal the teaching of communicative competence. Therefore, speaking is the English skill that this method cares the most. Hence, my role as a teacher is the facilitator, and my learners' role is active cooperative participators in my classes. Once again, Richards J. 2006 described the role of the learner and the teacher as the following. Learners now had to participate in classroom activities that were based on cooperative rather than individualistic approach to learning. They were expected to take on a greater degree of responsibility for their own learning. And teachers now had to assume the role of facilitator or monitor. On the other hand, grammar seems for me necessary to learn any language, but it's not the main concern I have. I'd rather prefer my students to speak in the class without paying too much attention to their mistakes using the language. So I prefer them to feel free and express themselves and express their ideas. Finally, the best learning conditions for me are a kind environment where every student feels free to show their uniqueness and personality. Besides, I always like to make my students feel relaxed. Inclusive, I love to make my students know their mental health is quite relevant for me as well for the rest of their peers. Last but not the least, I always organize my students' chairs in a semicircle. And the reason why I always do this with every class I teach is because I love when they see each other and interact easily and they can share ideas using the materials I always design for them. That would be basically my methodology in my classes. Thank you so much for watching.